Oldenaki here with another Halo 5 Guardians Mythic LASO walkthrough, and this is a demonstration of an alternative way to start the Battle of Sunaion mission. Now when I did my LASO run, I decided to take the slow, steady, grind it out, take them all out approach, or for the most part. But this one shows you how to skip the first couple of battles and set yourself up for the third battle in a pretty easy way, in a matter of taking out the last three anti-aircraft cannons, or emplacements I should say. But here we are setting it up. And instead of just hanging back and letting my bros do the work, I'm going to take this path right here using jump and clamber. Clamber up here, do a run, sprint, boost, and ground pound to this point, and then another ground pound, and just keep doing it until I get through. There we go. Now sometimes you'll get through on the first one with an actual ground pound. Sometimes you just kind of trickle on down there. Okay, now here we jump, use smart link, turn around, and boost to get over here. That takes a little bit of practice. Okay, and now we're setting up our rush, if you will. This actually is the second area. Notice that there's nobody here. We haven't spawned the bad guys yet. Okay, we're going to ground pound through here. Run through here. Now, as it turns out, when I actually start the spawning, if you will, of bad guys, I will be running the same route. Okay, grabbed a full fuel rod cannon and then had one of my guys grab the other one. And now we're going to retrace our steps. And by the way, I first saw Michael W. Smith do this in his Mythic LASO run, which he did actually a couple of years ago. So here we are, retracing our steps. And we're going to run back through the door we would have gone through at the end of the first area. Notice there's some grunts there, don't worry about them. They're just kind of sitting there. And now notice that the bad guys have spawned, and we're just going to rush this area. Through here, just run by these guys, don't worry about them. Run down here, you might get tagged with a grenade, but because it's the start of the mission, you can just restart. Alright, run through here, notice we're using the same route. Just run through here. Alright, now there will be an elite popping out, an insertion pod right there. Go ahead and backsmack him, get your shields back, and then we run and jump through this open window here. And now we're going to take this anti-aircraft placement out. It takes 3 blasts from the fuel rod cannon, or fuel rod gun. I like to call it fuel rod gun. Okay, I position my guys out there a little bit to the right, towards the middle and the right, because reinforcements are going to come through this door. You can see the spirit just barely there, making sure my guys don't follow me in here like puppies. And it's going to be an elite and 3 grunts. And of course the elite's looking straight at me. That's no good. I was hoping my guys would take care of them. Okay, I'm going to take the grunts out. At least I got 2 of them. Whoops, the elite saw me. So sometimes this could go a little bit quicker right here. Alright, he's still there, darn it. I just don't want to get tagged. Alright. Now there's also a couple of snipers that show up here. And I just took one of them out. That needle fire is the grunt, the third grunt. My guys are getting him to focus on them. And I'm just going to run right through here. And run up here. This is similar to the way I did it in my longer run. Alright, but coming up these steps, I get a better view on the 3 grunts that usually show up in that area. Alright, taking them out. Now I want my guys out of the way. By the way, that's an elite. I don't want them to actually take the cannon out. That's an elite with a carbine across the way, and he's pretty dangerous. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to try to take some grunts out. Now generally what will happen is a couple of 3 grunts will jump up here on the left, which we have to deal with. That's why I'm taking my time here. I'm not really rushing. And there'll also be a couple of jackals, unless my guys take them out. Alright, I just switched over to a Covenant Carbine. I seem to be a little more accurate with that. And notice that I'm just kind of hanging back here. I'm waiting for those grunts to come up, but while I'm at it. And this guy showed up out of nowhere, so I'll just go ahead and smack him out of the way. I have no idea where he came from. Alright, I'm going to get my guys to jump across. Maybe that will... Alright, well, there goes the first cannon. Three rounds on the second cannon. 3 rounds on the third cannon. Alright, now, we have to thin the crowd a little bit, if you will. To get the reinforcements to come in to help clean up the last couple, 3 elites. So what we're going to do over here is, I know that there's going to be several grunts and an elite that are going to spawn right in this area, but they won't spawn until I take out a few more bad guys. So I'm looking for somebody to take out. Now I'm going to kind of hang in this area as much as I can. Alright, I saw one grunt over there, and I think there's another one right there. Yep, and look, there they are. So I took out enough bad guys. Alright, I really didn't want to do that. I didn't want to assassinate him. Kind of leaves me a little bit vulnerable. But anyway, as soon as I got off of him, I jumped back and threw a grenade. That took out one of the grunts, actually 2 of them. And then, ooh, there's that elite with a carbine. And the third one went suicidal, so we're good to go here. And now it's just a matter of taking out a couple more, several more. I actually bagged, ooh, that was a grunt that came across. Okay, those grunts jumping up are still a threat, and you have to be a little bit careful, because as soon as they see you, they'll fire a couple times and then throw a grenade. So I've got an elite up. See, there he is. He jumped up. Then he jumped down. Okay, my guys are up. So this spot behind this infinite crate is a pretty good place to be. It looks like one of my guys took out the grunt that jumped up. He'll probably jump back down. And then the jackals, there's 2 jackals that'll jump up. Alright, so we've got the jackals down. I don't know if I'm going to see any more grunts jumping up. So I'm going to have my guys jump across to that far ledge, draw fire, and maybe deal with any grunts that jump up on the ledge. Of course, they don't stay on the darn ledge. So what I'm going to do is I got an elite sitting there on the on that little turret. Elites do like turrets, by the way. And we're going to take him out. I'm being a little careful here because I don't know whether or not I'm going to see another grunt jump up on the ledge off to my left. So I'm kind of half thinking, should I look over every time? Okay, took him down. Grab some more ammo. And if an elite doesn't get up on the turret, then a grunt may. We've still got a few more here. Several more, I would think, to take out. Before the reinforcements arrive. But we are getting close. Alright, it sounds like my guys, it's all quiet out there, so my guys are down. So again, I'm looking for somebody to take out. There's another grunt up on that little platform here. Oh, and there's that elite with the carbine. He is deadly accurate. Now, with the 3 grunts and elite that I took out a little while ago, I'm not too worried about getting caught by surprise up here by another elite or... Oh, good. That was a grunt sitting there on the... That scared me there momentarily. Good old Vale. There was a grunt was sitting up there on the... on the turret. There we go. There's a loss for words there. Okay, good. There's another elite on the turret. There's a shade turret across the way. That's those the double range fire that you see. Yeah, that's a shade turret. Okay. So it looks like the elite is off the turret. And there we go. Alright, here come the reinforcements. Here comes Maki and her Sword of Sanheli elites. So we just gotta, take out the remainder. There's probably three, I think there's probably 3 elites. And maybe, oops, I didn't want to target the ship there. 3 elites and maybe a grunt or 2. And I think I just took out the last grunt. Well, maybe not. Alright, now I'm looking for elites to tag here. There we go. Well, there's another one. And what I can do here is as long as I don't get tagged by a grenade, is I can help weaken the shields. There he goes. And I'm not sure. I think we're done. Well, it looks like they're firing. They stopped firing. Okay. And that's a pretty good sign, is when the Phantom over there stops firing, then we know that, and things get quiet, we know that, I'll be darned. My fuel rod cannon, which had ammo in it, was gone. I was going to mark it for one of my guys. Okay, here we go. Now here's a nice little present in here. There's probably about 6 or 7 grunts in here who aren't going to do anything, but what you can do is run in there and just tag one of them like that, and you get your shields back. Just melee them. Alright, and then we go to the little elevator thingy here, and this is the elevator to the Undercity, and that is basically it. What I did in a little less than 12 minutes here took me over 35 minutes in my official quote-unquote LASO run, Mythic LASO run. So if you want to, I'm gonna basically stop when this thing gets to the bottom. But if you want to see the rest of the mission, I would say go to my original one, watch this, go to my original one, and then fast forward to the 36-minute mark, and then you'll see the rest of the Battle of Sunaion mission.
I've never heard of Sanheli address a human like that.
I'll try not to let it go.
But that's it. That's the alternative start to Battle of Sunaion. I hope this helps you. I hope you enjoyed it. This is Old Anaki signing off. Take care, everybody.